Hi Aquarius, welcome to your week ahead tarot. Thank you so much for being here. Your key to the week this week is the Magician card. This is great. This is also very powerful because it looks like this week you maybe not necessarily have your mojo back, because you know you've been through this process where you're getting it back slowly but surely. It's like you're getting that energy, you're getting that power behind you and underneath you. This week I actually really love this because it suggests that the power is squarely in your hands. It also suggests that you finally understand what your personal next top spot actually looks like. Why do I say next? Because just like your purpose, you're going to have multiple ones of these over the course of a lifetime. So what is that current top spot, that number one that you are chasing for yourself in your life at this moment in time? This week you can see it. This week it is palpable. This week you are back on form, claiming yourself and your brilliance. It's like you're totally ready to make something happen. The other thing with the Magician card, you are communicating something out to the world this week in a really powerful way. So whatever it is that you're sharing with the world, whatever it is that's taking place, you are very much behind this for yourself. With that said, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your actions and options, you've got the Two of Pentacles. All right, so this week, not only are you getting a handle of your resources, but you are coming up with or maybe working on an idea that you know is going to bring you the financial resources that you want or the abundance. It looks like a lot of you this week are really tapping into your own personal flow. This is about finding or at least putting together or into practice on a practical level, on that day-to-day level, how you show up. This is you putting those steps in place that you know are going to get you from where you are right now to where it is that you truly want to be. This is a week where I think you're getting really serious about your to-do list, whatever they look like. You know, if you've got one that's as long as your arm, one that's maybe only 5-6 items, it's like you're dedicating your time, effort and energy to making something a reality. The other thing with the Two of Pentacles, in terms of the options that are available to you, this is not a week to think of that or this. It's a week for you to think about that, all right? Like, well, not that, because it's not this or that, right? Like, but you're finding a way to integrate this week. And the way that we integrate is by finding our flow. The Magician card is a very powerful energy. If you had a magic wand, what would you be doing? What would you be bringing to life at this moment in time? This week, you're going to find out, or you're going to understand what the steps are to bring these two differing opposing forces or ideas together so that you can gain the resources that you want, basically. For your communications and conversations, you have the Lovers card. So you've got a double hit here of Gemini energy. And why do I say that? The Magician card is Mercury ruled. Then you've got the Lovers card, which is Gemini, all right? So you've got this double hit of Mercurial and Geminian kind of energy. There's going to be a lot of decisions that are made this week. There is a final cut decision that's being made this week as well, right? So the funny thing about this is, the Magician card, it does have a duality to it in terms of it can be the trickster or the magician. But the Lovers card is dual, right? Because you've got the two sort of aspects to it. You've got the Two of Pentacles, which suggests your actions and your communications are aligning this week. But the Magician card with the Lovers card, because the Lovers card represents choice. We're going to talk about relationships in a moment. But this represents choice. And so this tells me that a final decision, a final choice, a final call, the signing off on a document, the yes or the no is being made this week. So you, by the time you get to the end of this week, you will be 100% clear on how you are stepping forward this week. When it comes to love, partnerships and relationships, this is beautiful, right? Because it means that the help and support that you need is available to you, potentially from a lover, a partner, or a loved one. For those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this could be you interacting with a peer, person in a position of authority that can help you. It also suggests that the choice that you make this week when it comes to your studies is what's going to really keep you grounded, focused, and on the straight and narrow for literally like the next 2 years. So whatever you are doing over the course of this week, whatever decision you're making, it's going to have big reaching ripples, or I don't want to say consequences because it's got such a negative energy to it, but you get my point, right? For those of you that are employed by somebody else, this could literally be you are maybe having a say in the next boss that you have. Maybe you, for some of you, you could be promoted at this time, very possible. And for those of you that are being promoted, I kind of get the feeling that you were about to leave. So you're like, yeah, that's it. This place sucks. I'm out. I'm just about to leave. You go into your boss's office, or you say to your boss, oh, you know, I'd like to speak to you. You know, you go in there, or you plan to hand in your notice or whatever, and then you get like an email or a phone call or a tap on the shoulder, and they promote you, and you're like, oh, well, I can't leave now. Right? I mean, you absolutely can, but do you see what I mean? So this is one of those weeks where I think things and people are going to surprise you. But I also get the feeling that you're going to have a choice in either choosing your next superior, or your input is going to be considered a lot more this week than maybe ever, or maybe than you realize, you know, how important it might be. Business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves. Again, that final cut decision, right? Some big choice is being made here this week. And it's like whatever is chosen this week, you will work on for a while, but it will have far-reaching ripples, probably and possibly for the next 2 years. This could be about a collaboration. It could be about a connection. It could just as easily be about where you're taking your business. For your those of you that are retired and no longer working, I mean, especially because you've got this with the Two of Pentacles, this looks like you guys are getting serious about what kind of resources you need for retirement. If you're looking to get back into work, this could be the week where you're kind of saying, right, okay, I've got this much money left, or I'm in this kind of position, which means I need to have a job in this period of time. This is where you're getting really clear on the details. For your love and relations, you've got the Moon card. This with the Two of Pentacles suggests that there are potentially, for those of you that are partnered or married, maybe there are some hard conversations to have about money this week. Maybe you're having to get really serious about resources, about your money, about your partner's money, about your collective pot. There is hope. There is a way out of any challenging issues that you might have around money, but it is going to take some really frank conversation. For those of you that are single, like literally, if you are single this week, you are likely to be hearing from someone from your past. But it's not just anyone from your past, it's the big one, right? Everyone, I don't care who you are, I don't care how many amazing relationships you have or how wonderful your relationship is in at this moment in time. Everybody has that one big relationship in their life that was either marvelous but came to an end for whatever reason, or you know, unless you're married and you've been together for 30 years. I don't really count that sort of thing. But the reason I'm saying this is because if you are single, you are likely to be interacting with the big one. You know, we've all got that one ex that really sticks out in our mind because it was a big part of our lives, or, you know, something big happened around the relationship or whatever. You are likely to be hearing from this person this week. It would not surprise me at all. And I'm really glad that I get to give you this heads up, because when it happens, if you didn't have this forewarning, you probably would be like, surprise. Now you're not going to be like that. I mean, I'm an Aquarius sun, as many of you know, so I'm kind of like, Okay, I'm going to cross that bridge when I come to it. For your money and materials, you've got the Two of Wands. Your finances look great this week. Even if it's just the stirrings of what your money is going to look like. You've got the Two of Wands, you've got the Two of Pentacles. Two twos represents a bond, a pact, or an accord. Right underneath the Lover's card, there is a connection, a collaboration of some sort that's in the works that is going to be absolutely phenomenal for your money. When it comes to your resources, you're very likely interacting with or rubbing shoulders with affluent people this week, which could be great. It does look like money is potentially making its way to you from or through the partner, if you have one, or from or through the past for some of you. Really interesting. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Two of Wands is your head, your face, and the top part of your jaw. So look after yourself this week. And then when it comes to your home and environment, the Two of Wands, especially because you've got this Two of Pentacles here, you could embark on something this week that you know is going to cost money for the home, but it's like you feel like it's totally worth it. It's like whatever you're doing, it might be, you know, for... especially because you've got the Lover's card here as well, which is Gemini ruled. Then you've got the Magician card. If you've got doors that open out into the patio like this, if you've got windows that open out like this, if your front door opens out, like anything that you've got that opens out on a double aspect is probably what you're going to be focusing on in the home over the course of this week. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.